Hola, my friend. I'm Melissa V. Cartwright, and welcome to the Passionate Performer Podcast. You have a voice that deserves to be heard. And you also deserve to have a performance career where you don't feel like you're sacrificing who you are to meet the demands of the industry. I'm a Latin singer-songwriter, actress, and voice coach with 25 years of experience. And so I get it. I understand the grind, the joys, the ups and downs, and everything in between. We cannot keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So we are here to help you problem solve those challenges, figure out why we're feeling the way we do, and give you the next right step. We are not here to mess around. We are ready to take action. Let's go. We are back. Mama's back. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling a little electric. I'm just feeling all sorts of everything. So much gratitude pouring out of my pores to be back with you in this space with a new name, but the same heart, the same honesty, the same camaraderie we would share if we were having a cup of cafecito at our favorite local coffee shop and you were dishing all about what's going on right now with your singing, with your performance career, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. And I am so grateful that you have chosen to hit play and join me for this. Whether you are a previous Cafecito with a Coach fan or you are brand spanking new, bienvenido. I am so excited that you're here. So if you've been with me since the inception of Cafecito with a Coach and you're like, Melissa, what is going on? Like new name, is this a whole new podcast? Well, yes and yes. So we're calling this season 2, okay? Because as I just explained, the same heart is there, but I'm going to explain what we're doing a little bit differently. But first, let me back up the truck a little bit and explain why I've been taking a break. In my last episode, in episode 57 of our first season, I was dishing all about a new signature studio membership that I was creating with a handful of my current singers and people that I was inviting to test out the Passionate Performer program. So this is a coaching and community membership that is stock full of resources and customized coaching with each of my singers to help you take the next step in getting in front of an audience. Whether you've been singing for years, but you've never fancied yourself a performing singer, but now you're like, oh no, it's time. I need to know, what do I need to do and to get in front of an audience? How do I start performing? Or you've been at it for a while, it's still an awesome hobby, you just want to do it more, and you want to do it differently than you did before. You may be watching like videos of friends who recorded you, and you're thinking, oh, I don't like the way I come across, right? Like I feel like there's something missing in the way that I connect with my audience or the way that I just stand up there. Maybe I'm just standing up there and I want to do more. Like how do I really hone in my stage presence and feel like, that I'm communicating in a way that enhances and complements the way that I sound? Or you're a seasoned pro and you've been at it for years. Maybe you've been getting paid for it. But you're on the edge of burnout, and that scares you a little bit because you've never imagined yourself doing anything else. When it comes to actually singing, creating music, connecting with audiences, you're called to do that. You love it, but there's just something about the way that you're doing it that's not working for you anymore. It's messing with your head, and it's messing with the way that you feel about yourself. And you want to troubleshoot that. I want to troubleshoot that with you. I don't want you to quit because you feel like something simply isn't working. So I invited all those kinds of singers to join me to test out this studio membership. And that's what we were doing for about 6 months. We've since then relaunched the Passionate Performer Program membership, which is open now. And if you are curious and want to know how it works, the link is in the show notes. And so I thought, listen, we've been taking all this time to really dig deep with some of the issues, some of the limiting beliefs, some of which that's just fancy talk for things that are getting in your way in your head that are preventing you from sounding and showing up the way that you want. And
what we found is, okay, it's not just one person experiencing this. There are so many of you that have said, yeah, me too, whether I've posted about it on social media. And I thought, this is why we need to bring the podcast back now, and we need to give it a glow up and call it the Passionate Performer Podcast. Passionate simply means that you are laser focused about something that you want. You are willing to put in the work, you're disciplined about it, and you love it. And if you feel that love for the craft, love for your art, love for your career waning, and it's scaring you, then you are in the right place. Here's how we're going to roll. Similar to Cafecito in that we're going to continue having these honest conversations, but here is the difference. Inside the Passionate Performer podcast, we're going to problem solve together. We're going to highlight a challenge that you're experiencing, whether it's something that we've talked about inside my membership or questions and comments that you're sending me. So please continue to send those. We're going to troubleshoot that and figure out why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. So what is the challenge? Why are you feeling that way? And then what is the next right step? A lot of times we will stop ourselves from even moving forward because we are trying to figure out or solve the entire problem all at once, and that's not how it works. That's not how life works. We have to take the next right step, even if it's messy, even if we stumble. I cannot tell you the amount of times I have tested this new audio, this new format for the podcast. I spent an entire weekend and I was like, oh my gosh, I am not modeling what I tell my singers to do. Just take messy action. Just do it. Do the damn thing. So that's what we are going to do. And I'm going to invite my friends and colleagues in the industry to help us troubleshoot some of these pain points that we have so that you can show up and sing with the freedom and the confidence that you have always wanted. You know you're meant for this. You know you want to be out there gigging. I want you to be able to do it in a way that's life-giving, that brings you joy, where you feel like you're showing up as yourself. You're not trying to copy anyone else unless you've been hired to be, the lead singer of a tribute band. But even in that, you can do it your way. I believe in seasons. I believe in seasons of rest, in retrieval, in thinking. In fact, wintertime, we're still in winter here in the United States, is a great time for that. In fact, I just did that by taking a break from the podcast. So if that is you and you're recharging your batteries, I applaud you. I will be the first one to slow clap for you and cheer you on in that effort. But that's not what this podcast is for. If you are coming out of a season of rest, renewal, gathering, and you are raring to go, you're like, I need to take some messy action, then this is for you. We are going to figure this out together because you're going to see me stumble as well. I'm going to be very candid about things that I'm doing because I've got skin in the game just like you. And we are going to have a fulfilling performance career. Listen, podcast hosts always talk about leaving reviews, leaving ratings. It helps us get this content out to you and to so many of you that are feeling the same way. Please, all of that information is in the show notes. Y nos vemos. We'll see you in the next episode.